3, 2, 1. In at number 27, lucky 27, or is it unlucky 27? It's Nikki Cross, dressed as Abby the Witch. And she takes forever to come down to the ring because she moves so slowly. She's all like, man, I'm creepy, I'm spooky, I'm weird. And it takes a long time to get down to the ring. We have Liv Morgan beating up on Jade Cargill. We have Io Sky is beating up on Bianca Belair. And Nikki Cross gets into the ring and she kind of creeps around and she assesses the situation. She realizes she doesn't need to get involved in any of this. She creeps over to a neutral corner and just sort of stands there. Man, I'm creepy, I'm spooky, I'm weird. Number 28, 3, 2, 1. It's a surprise entry. It's Jordynne Grace. And she looks great and she looks strong and she comes down to the ring with all kinds of optimism in her eyes. She climbs into the ring and she sees Liv Morgan fighting Jade Cargill, but Jade Cargill's fighting back. She sees Io Sky fighting Bianca, but Bianca's fighting back. And she realizes she doesn't really need to get involved here. She sees Abby the Witch creeping towards her. And she looks at her like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Jordynne Grace grabs Nikki Cross, picks her up in a big power move. Boom! Nikki Cross slowly gets up and no-sells it. Jordynne Grace grabs her again, picks her up in a big power move. Boom! Nikki Cross slowly gets up and no-sells it. And Jordynne Grace is like, what the hell? She goes a third time, but Nikki Cross blocks it. And then Nikki Cross lunges at her and starts mauling her, attacking her with punches and slaps, ripping, tearing, clawing. Jordynne Grace falls to the ground and Nikki Cross just gets on top of her and keeps mauling her viciously. The audience gasps. The four wrestlers in the ring kind of pause for a moment and look over like, oh, that's appalling. That's not wrestling. That's like horror movie shit. 3, 2, 1. In at number 29, another surprise entry. It's Trish Stratus. Hall of Fame legend Trish Stratus marches down to the ring with a big smile on her face and she gets a good pop. She comes into the ring and she sees Abby the zombie and picks her up and chucks her across the ring and she helps Jordynne Grace to her feet. And Jordynne Grace is momentarily starstruck. She looks at Trish like, it's you. You're Trish Stratus. You're like my hero. Oh my God, what are you doing here? You're in the Royal Rumble? I'm in the Royal Rumble. It's up-and-comers and superstars. We're trying to earn our spot at WrestleMania. You've already done all that. Why are you here? You shouldn't be here. And she starts attacking Trish Stratus. We see her going from being like momentarily starstruck to really quite annoyed that Trish is in the ring. Jordynne Grace and Trish, Bianca and Io, Jade and Liv, Abby the Witch, creeping around the ring. She creeps to the center of the ring. She starts convulsing. The lights flicker. 3, 2, 2. Gets stuck on 2 and just flashes a bunch of times. The lights go out. The lights come back on. Standing dead center in the ring, the number 30 entrant is Alexa Bliss. And she looks normal. Her hair's in a bun. She's not wearing too much makeup. She's wearing a red sports coat and black pants. And she's looking directly across at Nikki Cross. And she's looking at her like, why are you doing this? You don't have to do this. Nikki Cross attacks her. Alexa Bliss grabs her by the throat, grabs her by the seat of the pants, marches her over to the ropes, and throws her over the ropes. Nikki Cross eliminated. Alexa Bliss climbs to the top turnbuckle, jumps off the top rope, and collides with Nikki Cross. And they crash into the announcer's table, and it collapses. Pat McAfee and Corey Graves, who are sharing the same chair because of a scheduling mix-up, fall back out of the chair, and they crash into the Spanish announce table, which collapses. Alexa Bliss helps Pat McAfee to his feet, and Corey Graves is like, the fuck? Nikki Cross eliminated by Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss eliminated by Alexa Bliss. And that's it. No one else is coming. And there's 6 wrestlers left in the ring. Jordynne Grace and Trish Stratus, Bianca Belair and Io Sky, Liv Morgan and Jade Cargill. And Jade Cargill's really pounding away on Liv Morgan, but Liv's so slippery that Jade can't really get a hold of her long enough to throw her out. In fact, Liv slips and slides and snakes her way under the bottom rope to get away from Jade Cargill, who's like, I can't be bothered dealing with this. And she goes over to help Bianca with Io Sky. Jordynne Grace teeing off on Trish Stratus. As Jade Cargill approaches Bianca and Io, Bianca pushes Io into Jade Cargill, who pushes Io back into Bianca, who pushes Io back into Jade, and they just kind of ping-pong her back and forth a bit. And then they pick her up into some sort of double power slam, and Jade starts giving Io the boots, and Bianca starts whipping Io with her ponytail, and then Jade Cargill takes a turn whipping Io with her ponytail. It looks kind of weird, to be honest. Jordynne Grace teeing off on Trish Stratus, just punch after punch after punch, right to the dead center of Trish Stratus's forehead. And Trish is selling it. She's leaning up against the rope. She's falling back. She looks like she's about to lose consciousness. Jordynne Grace takes a couple more steps back, gonna give her one more big roundhouse punch. Trish Stratus suddenly leans forward, scoops Jordynne Grace up, and throws her over her shoulder and out of the ring. Jordynne Grace eliminated. Trish Stratus turns around. Ha! I was playing possum. That's experience. Taught you a lesson, Jordynne Grace. Maybe someday, but not today. As Trish Stratus is gloating over Jordynne Grace, we see Liv Morgan outside the ring. She sees her opportunity. She Jake the Snakes her way back into the ring. She runs at Trish Stratus from behind with a double axe handle. We see Jordynne Grace looking up at Trish Stratus, taunting her. Look out behind you! Trish suddenly turns around at the last second, catches Liv Morgan, throws her over the top rope. Liv Morgan eliminated to a huge pop. Trish Stratus looks back at Jordynne Grace, gives her a nod and a thumbs up and a show of respect. Now that's storytelling. Trish turns to see Io crawling away, much like Nia Jax was earlier, from Bianca and Jade standing tall in the ring. Trish stays in her corner. Bianca and Jade look at each other and nod. All business. It's every woman for themselves now. They back away into separate corners. Io rises in the other corner. We have Io, Trish, Jade, and Bianca. For a while, the four of them just stare at each other and catch their breath. Finally, it's Io. She starts shaking and shaking the ropes and talking to herself and trying to psych herself up. Trish is feeling it. Trish is feeling it. Come on, let's go, come on. Bianca starts clapping and doing her Brock Lesnar bounce. Jade is a statue. She's all business. Total poise and composure. Io Sky, come on, let's fucking go in Japanese is what she's saying. Trish Stratus, come on, let's go. Bianca, Jade. Finally, it's Io Sky bolting out of the corner like a lightning bolt or a Usain Bolt at Bianca Belair. And she's attacking her so fast and with such fury that Bianca can barely keep up with it. She's backpedaling, trying to defend herself. Trish Stratus looks over at Jade Cargill and is like, well, I guess I'm attacking you then. And the two of them lock up. It doesn't take long for Jade to spin Trish around, push her into the corner, pick her feet up onto the ropes, and then just push her over, eliminating her Sid Justice style. Sort of the poor man's elimination. Jade turns to see Io and Bianca, and Io's actually got Bianca in trouble. She spins Bianca around. She tips her over the top rope, and Bianca hangs on and stands on the apron, hanging onto the top rope. And Io's trying to kick and push Bianca, kicking and pushing her, and takes Bianca's braid and starts whipping Bianca with her own braid, and that actually looks kind of cool. And she's kicking and pushing with all her might, but Io's not strong enough to knock Bianca off the apron. Jade Cargill approaches from behind. She has a decision to make. She reaches down and grabs Io by the ankle and tosses Io over the top rope. Io Sky eliminated. Bianca Belair on the apron, hanging on, looks at Jade Cargill and smiles. Jade Cargill in the ring looks at Bianca Belair. All business. Bianca Belair on the apron, hanging on, looks at Jade Cargill. The smile drops. Jade Cargill, wham! Bianca Belair eliminated. Jade Cargill points at the WrestleMania sign. Jade Cargill is the 2025 Women's Royal Rumble winner. After the match, Bianca Belair is hot like the Macho Man was hot when Hogan eliminated him in 1989. She jumps into the ring. She gets in Jade Cargill's face. Why you do that to me, huh? Why you embarrass me? Why not give me a fair chance, huh? Why you do that? Jade's not having any of it. No reaction, no response. She marches over to the corner and climbs the middle ropes and poses for the crowd. Bianca's stomping around the ring. She's furious. She's fuming. Jade Cargill comes down. Bianca and her eventually meet in the center of the ring. And Bianca Belair, with a tear in her eye, grabs Jade Cargill by the wrist and raises her hand. That's my partner. That's my friend. And they hug. And everybody celebrates and cheers. There's an epilogue. 4 weeks later, at the Elimination Chamber in Toronto, Skydome, Bianca Belair has a title match against Tiffany Stratton. And with Jade Cargill at ringside, Bianca Belair defeats Tiffany Stratton for the title. And Bianca Belair holds the title. She's so happy. And Jade Cargill comes into the ring and she raises Bianca's arm and then decks her. This is my turn, my spotlight, my glory, my fame. WrestleMania. Bianca Belair the champion. Jade Cargill the heel. Who do you think wins? The end.